Okay, I'm back with a video. I want to talk about the Great Unlearn because I see that's where we are right now. So, and just some really key things to understand about growth and development and where we are. So, personal development has been on the rise for the last 20 years, and especially in the last, I would say, 10 years. You can go back and find lots and lots of books that were published before then, but there's been a proliferation in the last several years. And that's a key sign that we are waking up. However, there are some really, really big paradigm shifts happening. And while all that personal development stuff is great, what that has done to us has kept us on a loop of seeking and consumption. And that's a result of being raised in a patriarchal paradigm. There is nothing wrong with the patriarchy. This is not about man, woman, gender, none of that. It's just the structure and the container that we've all been programmed with and raised with. So, and I don't care what gender you identify with, you have been imprinted and affected and impacted in some way with it. And there is a huge call right now to move away from that because we've been so heavily conditioned in it that it has been wounding to a degree where we've come off balance. So as we start to shift and we feel this longing or call for something different, we have to unlearn everything and deprogram ourselves from everything that we've been given. So when we're born as pure love, pure little light beings. We come with just our hearts, right? We come to be loved and nurtured. And then we're given different programs that tell us who we are and how we're supposed to be in the world. So in order to create the world that we really long for in our hearts, that we already know we desire most, we have to remove all of that programming. And this is the Great Unlearn. We have to unlearn everything in order to come into our remembrance of the instructions that we have for while we're here on earth, while we're here in this lifetime, and creating the world that we most deeply want to see. So that's going to mean a departure and an abandonment from what's known for you, which can be terrifying. And so what happens without a guide and without someone to support you and walk with you in that departure, to hold the light for you, to be the lighthouse for you, you may become fearful. You may become stuck. You may become resigned, overwhelmed, apathetic. You may just be like continuing on this quest or this thirst for seeking and consumption, which is still the same paradigm. So having somebody walk with you and hold that space for you in a safe container for you to unpack and take out and look at the programs, beliefs, wounding, whatever it is that's keeping you in a loop is so critical. So think of it this way. It's as if you've planned your whole life to take a trip and you've been dreaming of this trip to Italy, right? And you can't wait to eat the food and you can't wait to hear the language and see the art and experience everything that there is in Italy. And you pack your bags are packed for Italy, you take off and you arrive and the flight attendant says, "Welcome to Indonesia." And you say, what? I just spent my life learning Italian. I just spent my life eating Italian foods to prepare myself for this experience and studying Renaissance art and all of these things that you anticipated experiencing. Well, what do? Right? You need to start to unpack all that which you consumed and come from nothing. Come from nothing and accept and know that you know nothing. And in that space of nothingness, everything exists. So it can feel terrifying. It can feel like all the things, and that's all valid, right? Because you thought you were going in one direction, and now you see that there's another opportunity presenting itself. So what do? You either dig in your heels and you resist it, and you get like a white knuckle to try and control it, to try and like maybe get in that pilot seat and try and take off back to Italy, or you embrace where you are right now and you open up to the fact that limitless potential lies before you, and you can approach it from a place of wonder and expectation, not expectation, but wonder and excitement and enthusiasm and curiosity. Like, what am I going to see today? And it's almost like Christmas Eve can be every day if you celebrate the Christmas tradition. But it's almost like that anticipation of, going to an amusement park and living with your eyes wide open. But you do need some support, and you do need a guide, and you do need to recognize we all have them, our own limitations because of the programming that we've been given. So, welcome to the Great Unlearn, where everything is possible for you. It's an exciting time, and look for guides that can lead you into your own remembrance. See you soon.